MMAWeekly.com, Damon Martin here with the victorious Sarah Kaufman. And Sarah, you know, I mentioned this to you before the fight. There were a lot of people that were underestimating Alexis Davis. She came out and went toe-to-toe with you for 15 minutes. Was that the kind of fight you expected out of her?
I really expected her to come out and fight, and I forced her to fight because she wasn't able to, in the first 2 rounds, implement what she wanted to do. And to me, that's exciting. I had a lot of fun, and I knew that she was gonna have to trade. And I mean, it was exciting. I was excited to be in there.
It seems like, and I know I've said this to you before as well, that when the ladies get a main stage fight, you know, a lot of marquee fights, there's almost a chip on the shoulder, you know, to go out there and really put on a show. And once again, you know, you two went out there and stole the show. You know, the crowd was oohing and on and living and dying with every moment of that fight. Were you feeding off the crowd? Did you hear that? I mean, is that just exciting for you to have that kind of fight that the people are really going to be talking about, you know, not 10 minutes from now, literally tomorrow and down the week?
You know, it is exciting, and I was actually a little bit surprised at the end when there was some booing when they made the announcement of the winner. I don't really understand that, but at the end of the day, I think the crowd was really excited to be there. And for me, I'm just listening to my corner. I was listening to Adam Zuzek, Dwayne Ludwig, he was in my corner, as well as Julie Kedzie. And I just stay focused, try and finish the fight as best I can.
Talk to us about that 3rd round, because she did finally get you down, and you know, it seemed like she got you in a little bit of a bad position, side control. She was trying to work for mount. You were reversing, getting out of there. Was there ever a moment where there was a bit of a panic button, or were you just relaxed and just, you know, basically keeping your situation where you wanted and not letting her get to that mount?
You know, I made sure that she didn't get to a better position, didn't advance her position. She wasn't able to land too many strikes, but because of that, it was harder for me to move on the bottom. And you know, there's always things I need to go back and look at where my positioning was and where my hands were and the underhooks and everything like that, and everything that my coach teaches me.
You made a very strong statement after the fight, of course. We know this was a #1 contender's bout, but, you know, I mean, you were the #1 contender before, and obviously what happened. You know, Ronda got the fight. How emotional was tonight for you to get the win? And it just seemed like, you know, you've never been a smack talker, but you were very loud to say, this is my belt, this is my time, I want my title shot.
You know, that's what I have to do, and I truly believe that. As I say, I will never say anything that I don't believe, but that Strikeforce bantamweight title is my title. It belongs in Victoria, in Zuma, in the gym, and that's it.
Do you think you made that statement to whoever wins tonight between Ronda, Rousey, and Miesha, Tate, that they've got a very, very tough challenge ahead of them?
They better know. It's going to be a fight. It's not going to be a cakewalk.
Well, congratulations again on the win, Sarah, and enjoy the rest of your time. And I'm sure you're going to be watching that main event with bated breath.
I will.
Thank you.